I would like to extend my colleague, the gentlelady from Illinois, as much time as she may take.
No, I don't mind. Go ahead.
I'm really so proud and grateful to join you, Congressman Garcia. We're both from Illinois. Illinois, and we see some of the same examples of the fear that is plaguing our communities wherever there are immigrants. And I want to tell you, I take this issue very personally. Neither of my parents was born in the United States of America, but they came here with as small children, with their parents, who made a really good life. My grandfather had a horse and wagon, actually, sold vegetables in Humboldt Park, part of your district right now, carrying heavy bags of potatoes up and down the stairs. 4 children, and they all went to college. They made a good life. And now his granddaughter is in the United States Congress. Well, I'll tell you, my grandparents, my parents did not live with the fear that this president has brought to millions and millions of people, and of course people in our district. And I want to just tell you that exactly 1 week ago today, flew home, landed at O'Hare Airport in Chicago, and heard that something was happening over at the international terminal. That there were now a crowd of people, and there were children, ages I think it was 16, 10, and 9, minors, that were being held at the airport. These were citizen children. Why were they being held there? They came from Mexico. They had been there on vacation. They came with an adult relative of theirs who had a valid passport, but for some reason, Customs and Border Patrol sent that adult back to Mexico. We're investigating exactly why. And now said only the mother could pick up these minor children. Well, I get that, except that their brother, who's a DACA recipient, older than them, an adult, came to pick them up, and they were not released. A lawyer was there with a signed affidavit witnessed by members of the consulate, the Mexican consulate. They would not release the children to her. By now, there were a crowd of people holding signs, "Release the children." They had arrived at about 3 in the morning, and they were given 2 cots during the night, meaning one of those girls had to sleep on the floor. This is what's happening at the border, of course, mistreating children. So finally, there was an agreement that was made. Okay, Mom will come. Guess what? Mom is undocumented. She was afraid to come, but she came surrounded by the Mexican consulate, by the lawyer, by myself, to make sure that she was able to take her children home. We heard that members of the Customs and Border Patrol said, and we're investigating this too, that if these were normal circumstances, that mother would have been detained. Understand, they would have detained the mother of citizen children who just wanted to travel to Mexico, come home, and go be with their parents. I mean, what is going on in the United States of America? We fear that people like that, children like that, are being used as to lure undocumented parents to the airport. That's what we fear. And this is just one example of one family, of one problem that had to be resolved. I'm telling you, I am so heartbroken. I'm going to the border on Wednesday, and want to go see again for myself what is going down there. But we have to say no. This cannot happen. We are the country of the Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Liberty that welcomed my father and his family to this country, not the family of walls and fear and mistreatment and children dying in custody. No, Mr. President, this is not the America that we all deserve. And thank you, Congressman, for leading this discussion.
Thank you.